Hey kids, let's learn the alphabet today. Today's letter is the letter I. I stands for invasion. Our friend here wants to talk about a moment in time called the Afghan Civil War. But let's give a little bit of background before we talk about it, okay? Back in 1973, the Communist Party of Afghanistan decided to overthrow the monarchy of the country. After they took power, they decided to make a series of changes both to the religious standards by installing a mandatory atheist state and changing the cultural practices in the rural parts of Afghanistan. These kinds of changes did not make a lot of people happy, so a lot of rural farmers and rich families got together and created a fighting group called the Mujahideen. Can you say Mujahideen? Great! I knew you could. Both the USSR and the United States were keeping tabs on the fighting that was happening between 1973 and 1979. And on multiple occasions, the Afghanistan Communist Party asked for assistance from the USSR. During this time, the United States was smuggling guns through Pakistan into Afghanistan to arm the rebel fighters called the Mujahideen against the communist government. The Soviet Union really didn't want much to do with the fighting in Afghanistan and actually didn't think it was such a good idea. It was because of the United States' involvement through Operation Cyclone, which later gave Stinger missiles to the Mujahideen, and this gave them a serious advantage against the communist fighters. And because Russia was very worried about the West's involvement in Afghanistan now, that is when they decided to actually cross the borders and occupy Afghanistan. You see, kids, the word invasion is a very subjective term. I'm pretty sure to the Mujahideen, the Russians were invading their country, and this person, our friend here, would be correct, but only from the perspective of the Mujahideen, but not from the communist government. In fact, the communist government wanted the Russians to come in and help them because they wanted to take over the country and control it for themselves. If you would like to know more about this story, check out our comrades Hakeem, JT, and Ugopnik on their podcast called The Deprogrammed on YouTube. Episode 52. I'll leave a link in the description. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time.